So I'll get back to you on I mean, the diversity of the fungi. It has it. I mean, it's got so many different types of fungi in there. I need to dig into the details on that, but I'm sure I I would bet $100 bill that it does. So
Yeah. And remember, it's all about diversity, and the more diversity, the more options you're giving the plant. It's going to grab the ones that it needs, and if you're only focused on one,
yeah,
then
right,
you're really narrowing the path of development that you can
yeah.
possibly
Like
have.
I said, when you I would say more than most people, I understand fungi. I can say that.
Mhm.
But I'm a bacteria guy, I'm an archaea guy, I'm a mineral guy, all of those components more so. My expert out in the four corners, like I said, when you pull a plant up out of the ground or open the ground up, the network is you've never seen anything like it. It is
Yeah.
full. And that, the thing is there's a gentleman, Alan, I'm going to have on my podcast, and I need to have you on, Ken, as well. But he's actually created a device for a two-way communication with mycelium.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's very powerful stuff. So I'm looking forward. He's a quantum guy, so he
Hmm.
understands quantum technology, but he also understands the soil pretty well, and it's some pretty interesting stuff. So where we got into a little bit of a rub was where he said, "Well, I can talk to the mycelium and tell them to send more of this nutrient over here." And I go, "But mycelium already knows how to do that." So you don't need to tell it. If it's got the nutrients, it'll send it over. So yeah.
Well, and that's what most people don't understand is in those networks, you can think of them as super highways, but something that's being produced 100 yards away that's needed for the plant in front of you can be moved through that network, and it's understood, it, easily understood. The plants have seven senses. We got, well, they actually have more than seven, but we have, what, six if we count, the woo woo side of things. Um, they know more than we do, people. We just have to help them get back in touch with it all. And that's where Soilsaviors is coming from. That's where Cellsaviors is coming from. And Pat, we're over an hour. I like to keep these shows around that hour mark. And
Okay.
we can definitely we'll have you back on. I know we're gonna have you back on with Leighton because you guys had a way out there conversation. It was amazing. But thank you so much for coming, Pat.
No, thank you. And Squishy Mirror, um, I like Rootwise and Photo Plus along with labs. Here's what I'd love Squishy Mirror to do if he wants to do the labs and do some of the research on it. If that's something he or she does, uh, yeah, I'd like to get you some product one way or another. Ken and I can connect, or you can connect me with them, Ken, and we can figure that out.
Yeah.
For them to do some tests and watch the mycelium installment go wild. So
That would be amazing. Squishy, if you want to make that happen, it's all about the biology at gmail.com. Send me your information and I'll hook you up with Pat. But guys, remember, tomorrow, Andy and I are talking about compost. Thursday, we've got chiropractic sexy. The ladies are back on talking to us again. And on Friday, I can't remember his name off the top of my head right now, but there's a new chorus that's coming out with lots of very exciting speakers. You're going to want to check that one out on Friday. And guys, we love you all. Thank you so much for coming, and we will see you again soon.